What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 24 of our Texas Rangers franchise. And in today's action, we're taking on the Houston Astros, who are actually out of the playoffs at this point. There's no way that they can make it because if we get this W, we're in. Mariners lost their last game of the season when we were tied. Now we're a half a game up. If we lose this game, we will have tied with the Mariners, and then we'd have to play a one-game playoff. So whatever happens, we're still alive for the playoff picture. But if we get this W in today's game, we're in. Win, and we're in. That's exactly what we need to do. Elvis Andrus is going to get a base hit here to left field. Michael Brantley cuts this off before it rolls to the corner. Altuve with the cut. Full count here on Joey Gallo. Lance McCullers on the mound, and he was doing pretty decent up until these last two hitters. Got two quick outs on us, and now Ronald Guzman is coming up here. 20 pitches so far in the inning. 2-2 count, and Ronald Guzman going to lift it out to center field, left center field. Kyle Tucker does not dive for it. He doesn't give it his all, and it's going to fall in for an RBI double. Guzman goes to second. Gallo moves to third. Nomar Mazara comes up, and he's going to swing and a miss at a curveball in the dirt. I would have really liked it if he did not bite on that curveball, but regardless, we get the 1-0 lead. So Shelby Miller, it's Miller time, baby. Let's get this dub. Let's go. He's been pitching really good for us, guys. I know that he's 11-11, so the record isn't indicative of him having a really good season for us, but he's done his job as the number 2/number 3 guy. And I think our defense is really what's helping push this team over the top. Our offense through simulation has been kind of hit and miss. No pun intended, but it's been hit and miss. Whenever we do play these games, though, our offense actually does a lot of good things. So I'm impressed with how the team has come together through sim and when we play. So Shelby Miller does a good job in this bottom of the first inning here by getting the Astros 3 up and 3 down. Matt Davidson, part of that power equation. You guys saw him in the last episode. He's going to hit a long fly ball to center field for the line out. But Kiner Falefa is going to go deep right here off a slider or some kind of curveball by Lance McCullers. And he's so pissed off right now. But Kiner Falefa, he put a good swing on it. You got to just tip your cap. You can't get pissed off at it. You just got to tip your cap and say, good swing, man. Like, I made a bad pitch. You put a good swing on it. It is what it is. So Kiner Falefa gets his 10th home run of the season. He finally reaches double digits on the season for home run totals. And Shelby Miller, after a base hit, is going to give up a balk. He's going to balk right here. And we get a pop-up in foul territory. Kiner Falefa, easy play right there. And we get Max Stassi coming up. And Odor makes a fine play here. Runner will advance over to third base. We get that easy play at first. Gene Segura is back up here for the top of the order, and it's just going to fall in. It's going to fall in. Gallo can't make the play, and DeShields is going to back this up, but an RBI single is going to be had for the Astros here. Little flip back over to shortstop, covering second base. Odor to Andrews, and we're out of the inning. Matt Davidson, we're going to skip over to the top of the fourth. Matt Davidson comes up, and forced strikeout for McCullers, and he was looking. Didn't take the pine off of his shoulder. Kiner Falefa is going to be 2 for 2 after this base hit to center field, so we're back in business here a little bit. Josh Fuentes coming up. I'm hoping for some big things here for him. There's a base hit right past third base, and Michael Brantley comes up firing back over to third, and we now have runners at first and second base. And McCullers, guys, we're getting to him a little bit here. 74 pitches, and look at Altuve going up the middle to make that play. Guys, that was hard enough hit to be a base knock that would have scored that runner at second base. So really impressive play by Altuve. And what's funny about baseball is whenever you make an out, whenever you make the last out, you're coming back up to bat here. But look at this play by Josh Fuentes. You want to talk about Altuve's good defense? Look at that play right there. Coming in on that swinging bunt style of hit, and Fuentes with the bare hand makes that throw. He's been really coming on defensively lately. I know that in a couple episodes earlier on in this 2020 season, he had been making some errors, so he was kind of shaky defensively, but he's been doing really well in the past couple episodes. So I'm actually really impressed with his defensive game, which is actually going to he's going to translate nicely to 2021, and hopefully he can be our starting third baseman. I know Patrick Wisdom's playing well as well, but we'll just have to see how that all pans out. But we get Rougned Odor coming up in the top of the 5th inning. And guys, you cannot, is the CPU ever going to learn? You cannot throw a slider to Rougned Odor on the inside part of the plate. You just can't do it. It's his 26th home run on the season. I love the power coming from that second base slot there. So really good job by Odor to put a good swing on it. And now we have 2 home runs in this game, and we take the 3-1 lead. Elvis Andrus gets a base hit, has to duck out of the way off this Joey Gallo line drive base hit here. And now we're back in business again. 82 pitches for Lance McCullers, and he hasn't been very efficient, guys. 82, now up to 87 in the 5th. And Guzman is actually going to call time here to reassess the situation. It's a full count. It's a full count. Runners will not be moving with nobody down. But we need a base hit. We need a base hit badly here. But here's a knuckle curveball that's going to do what the doctor ordered right here and get that double play. So the runner will advance from second to third. That's Elvis Andrus out there. Nomar Mazara comes up, and he's going to actually lift a little pop-up to Carlos Correa at short. It's going to make the play. So we only get the 1 run off the Rougned Odor home run, the solo shot. We'll take it. We'll take it. The Astros got a run back from us. Now we're going to get this one back as well. So it's still have technically that 2-0 lead. We're still up 2. Here's Kyle Tucker going to hit a ground ball back to Odor, who makes the nice running play there, the off-balance throw. Shelby Miller pitching really well. He's super efficient right now. 52 pitches in 5 innings. If he can get this out by Tellaloo. This is a guy that is a pretty interesting story, guys. So if you guys want to look him up, I've got a link in the description here. And he is going to hit this ball foul, but this one right here, he's going to go deep off Shelby Miller for his first Major League home run. And, you know, honestly, it couldn't have happened to a better dude. I mean, just look at his story, guys. Just watch his story. I kind of feel good. I kind of feel happy for him that he hit his first Major League home run. I know it's a fake thing. I know it's fake. So, you know, don't crucify me for saying that. Just got to make this series a little more realistic, right? And talk about players and their struggles and their adversity. Let's get back to the action. We get out of the inning. It's still 3-2 game here. 99 pitches for Lance McCullers with 1 down, and Kiner Falefa has just been going off today. He's got a home run, he's got a double, and he's got a single. He's 1 hit shy of a cycle, of hitting for the cycle. He needs a triple in his next at bat. We're in the 6th. Maybe if we can keep stringing some hits along, he might get maybe 2 more at bats. It's looking like he's only going to get 1 more. So we'll see what happens here. But Delino DeShields gets a base hit to left, and Falefa thought about challenging Brantley, but he hits the cutoff man, and they almost get him out there at third. So not a smart play by Kiner Falefa there. Luckily, he did get back, and there we get a ground ball back to second base. Altuve makes the play here. 2-2 count after Shelby Miller misses with the curveball. We're going to actually go calling back to the curveball, and he's going to get that strikeout. Swing and a miss. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Carlos Correa coming up 0-2, and just going to run a 2-seam fastball right by him. It's topping out at 92, and Shelby Miller is, again, pitching very, very well. He's got only 2 earned in today's game. That's good for a quality start after pitching through 6 innings. And, guys, Elvis Andrus has another hit. I believe at this point he's 4 for 4. He's 4 for 4 right now. It's just insane, the performance that he's been having to really push us over the top here and shoot for this W. He wants to make the playoffs for the first time since 2016, guys. So it's been 3 years. Well, 4 years if you're counting this 2020 season that we're finally going to do it, right? We got bases loaded situation here. 3-2 count, and Mazara takes a high and inside 97-mile-an-hour heater from Corbin Martin. That's tough to lay off, guys. Really tough to lay off, but he doesn't go after it. The run will score. Matt Davidson comes up, and looky what we've got. A double. A 3-run double for Matt Davidson, and this game is blown wide open. It's now 7-2 in the top of the 7th with nobody down. Nobody down. Matt Davidson just delivered probably the biggest hit of this baseball game right here, and this could seal it. We're so late in this game. I mean, we've got a pretty darn good bullpen in the back end. We've addressed it. We've made some good acquisitions. I think this game's pretty much over. I'm just going to call it right now, but I could be wrong. Josh Fuentes strikes out, and we got 2 down now with a runner on third base. That's Matt Davidson, who ended up moving over on the base hit. And Delino DeShields is actually going to get another run across here in the top of the 7th with a little looping single right in front of Josh Reddick out and right. So it's going to be 8-2. Delino DeShields will be caught stealing on a stolen base attempt to end the inning. 8-2 game here. Aaron Loup comes out, gives up a base hit. Here's Yuli Gurriel, and this is what the doctor ordered, guys. Fuentes back to Odor, to Ronald Guzman, and the double play is had. 4 pitches for Aaron Loup, and we've got 2 down. Kyle Tucker, long fly ball, deep to right center field. Delino DeShields can't get to this one. It's going to bounce up at the base of the wall, and he's going to get in with a double. So is this the unraveling, guys? Is this what's going to happen, the unraveling? Here's Talalu, gets a ground ball to Andrews. Make the play, baby. Make the play! Ronald Guzman with the save. Oh, good play. Good play. Good scoop by Ronald Guzman. Justin Verlander coming out to relieve. Can you guys believe it? He's so old in this game now that he's being utilized as a relief pitcher for the Astros. And plus their starting rotation is so good right now that they don't really even need Justin Verlander to be a starter. So Rougned Odor has made him work. He's got 13 pitches actually, and this one a line drive out to right field. Reddick, being the good fielder that he is, makes that play. And Andrews working on that 5 for 5. He's not going to get it, as it looked like it was going to get through, but Verlander just stabbed at it with the backhand, and he knocked it down, and Andrews was not able to get in safely. So he's going to walk Joey Gallo, but he's going to strike out Ronald Guzman. And guys, we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning, still up 8-2 with 15 hits across. I mean, we busted the lumber out here in today's action. But Alex Colomé going to get the call here. I think I want him to go 2 innings. I really do. I don't want to put Jose Leclerc in this game at all. I just want to save him for the playoffs. Because at this rate, it's an 8-2 game. I guess I could have put in like Yohander Mendez or something like that. Somebody like that. Maybe just kept Aaron Loup in there. But honestly, I don't want to blow this game. I really don't want to blow this game. I don't want to get a Mariners 1-game playoff. I think we just need to just take care of business right here, right now. Altuve going to hit a fly ball to right field in Mazzara. Camps underneath this one, makes the play. And we're done with that inning. We're done with the 8th. We're going to the top of the 9th here. And we're trying to put some more runs across, guys. We're trying to get some more runs. We need more insurance. We need more insurance. Kiner Falefa needed a triple for the cycle. He's trying to get a double. Maybe a throwaway at that point, and he gets in the 3rd, and they give him a hit. But he's going to get thrown out. He's going to get thrown out. We're out of the top of the 9th. And going into the bottom of the 9th, I'll save you guys the drama. We are going to the playoffs. We are going to the playoffs in 2020, the first time since 2016. Guys, it's a sweet and savory moment, because what this means, what does this mean? It means the rebuild of this Texas Rangers franchise is technically over. Now, will this series be over? Heck no, it's not going to be over. You guys have shown a lot of support for it. So I'm just going to keep pumping these videos out for you guys. And hopefully, eventually we'll win a World Series. And I think that that's probably going to be the end of it. Do I think we have a shot? It's going to be tough. And there's your playoff bracket. And I'll explain to you guys why it's going to be a tough road to hoe. Because Cleveland, we'll take a look at their lineup. It's a tough one. Boston is tough. The Yankees are tough. Tampa Bay could be throwing some thorns in our sides. So it's a tough American League. Plus the National League, it seems a little weaker. as far as the lineups and the pitching staffs go, in which I'm going to show you guys all of those for every single team, so it can kind of help with your picks. But I'm thinking the World Series champ's going to be from the American League. I really feel that way, and maybe you feel different, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see the lineups here in just a few moments. But guys, now is time for the contest. Pick a winner from each matchup, including the wild card round, and if you get that team correct, if you get a correct team in that slot, you'll earn 1 point. If you finish the contest with the most points, if there's a tie, I'll accept all of you guys to be my offseason advisors. But if there's a first place winner, you will be the offseason advisor for this franchise moving into the offseason. So whether that's trade talks, whether that's free agent signings, that you're going to be my guy. You're going to be my guy. So taking a look at the Cleveland Indians, I mean, you guys saw their lineup. It's a pretty decent one. Their bench is not that great, but their pitching staff is crazy good. Trevor Bauer, Carlos Carrasco, Clevenger, Bieber, Kluber. This is going to be a really, really tough series, guys. I won't sugarcoat it. These pitchers are nutsos. It's almost, it's even better than the Yankees, being quite honest with you. Severino, Paxton, Montgomery, Tanaka, Keuchel. It's better than theirs. Maybe the bullpen is not as good. Chad Green, Betances, and Chapman, a little bit better than the Indians' bullpen, I feel like. And that's going to be the key for us, I think, to win that matchup. We're going to have to get to that Indians' bullpen, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. And I don't know if I like our chances. I don't know if I like our chances. Maybe we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. Maybe we surprise. Maybe we get an upset, but, trying to take down this Boston Red Sox team or this Yankees lineup, that's going to be tough as well. So taking a look at the Tampa Bay Rays, it's pretty much the same Rays that we're familiar with in today's game. Robertson, Garcia, Adames, Kiermaier, Yanni Diaz, who's a pretty darn good hitter. He doesn't get a lot of credit. Matt Duffy, Mike Zunino, Brandon Lowe. Like there's a lot of Rays players that that are still here. Chirinos, Yarborough, pretty much the whole entire pitching staff. Blake Snell, obviously being their ace. Maybe if you're feeling frisky, the Tampa Bay Rays might upset the Yankees in that wild card round. Could happen. That back of the end of the bullpen's really good. Diego Castillo, Chaz Rowe, Alvarado. I'm telling you, the Rays might surprise, so don't think they can't. Red Sox, on the other hand, really good team. Really good team. David Price down to an 82. Porcello 83. Tanner Roark 82. Chris Sale 90. I think that was a 93. I can't read that. But Henry Mejia they acquired. Carson Smith, Matt Barnes is a pretty decent bullpen. It's not the best, but it's going to be their offense that carries them throughout the playoffs with Betts, Benintendi, JD Martinez, Devers, Bogarts. I mean, it just doesn't stop. It doesn't end. Guys, that top five right there is it's crazy good. And JD Martinez, guys, he hit 54 home runs this season. I mean, we know that JD that's all he does, right? He just hits home runs. Hits home runs, hits for a high batting average, gets walks, gets on base. He's an amazing player. Mookie Betts hit 299, 382 OBP, double digits in home runs. Guy was amazing. Again, 54 home runs, like I said, for JD, hit 345. Tell me how you get him out. It's crazy. It's crazy. Xander Bogaerts hit 29 home runs, had over 100 RBIs, 295, 362 OBP. This top five, probably the scariest in all of the playoffs. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with here at that bottom part of the AL bracket. I don't want to play them. I hope they get eliminated by somebody else so we don't have to play them if we do end up getting that far. Taking it over to the National League, looking at the Washington Nationals. Pitching staff, as usual, is always pretty good with Strasburg, Scherzer, and Corbin. It's a pretty good top three guys right there. Bullpen, a little shaky. Rosenthal, Doolittle, Barraclaw. They're pretty nasty, but they can be had. They can be had. Looking at the Dodgers pitching rotation, Walker Buehler, up-and-coming ace for that staff. Clayton Kershaw, obviously Clayton Kershaw. Ross Stripling, Urias, Maeda. That bottom three is a little shaky to me. It really is. It's just shaky to me. I don't know how I feel about it. That bullpen for the Dodgers is not really that great either, other than Kenley Jansen. I don't know if I like the Dodgers in this 2020 playoff round? I don't know. I just don't. This is what I'm talking about, though, guys. It's kind of weak. The National League looks a little bit weaker than the American League, so I'm thinking that American League team's going to win this whole thing, because even when you look at the St. Louis Cardinals, that pitching staff doesn't really scare me either, and neither does the Chicago Cubs. I mean, we got some old guys. You got Hendricks, Darvish, Quintana, Lester's in there. Alzolay is the youngest guy in that staff, and even their bullpen is not really that great either. I mean, Will Smith, Brandon Morrow. The Mets might actually surprise some people here, but again, that back three, other than DeGrom and Syndergaard, it doesn't do a whole lot for me, man. It doesn't do a whole lot. That back end of the bullpen, though, for the Mets is pretty darn good. Diaz, Familia, and Seth Lugo. I don't know why they decided that Seth Lugo is going to be the closer compared to the other two guys, but that's their decision, not mine. We'll take it and run with it. Maybe it's a Texas Rangers and Mets World Series. Now, that would be something, wouldn't it? If that's the case, I like our shot. But we see the offense for the Nationals, a pretty good one. Again, it's a little bit weaker than what we're seeing with the Yankees, what we're seeing with the Red Sox. Look at the Dodgers lineup here. A lot of 70s, a lot of high 70s guys here. Colin Moran, Josh Bell. I don't know why he's a 78. That's a little concerning. I think he's better than that. Kike Hernandez, Cervelli, Max Muncy, Pollock, Avila. So the bench, those mid-70s. Looking at St. Louis Cardinals, this is actually it's about the same. It's about the same. And we got two 73s, 78 with Kimbrough and Martinez. Jose Martinez is a really good hitter. Yaro Munoz, Tyler O'Neill. I don't know, man. That lineup for the Cardinals, it might surprise somebody. It might upset somebody here in this playoffs. But again, I'm not really digging it. I'm not really digging it to go far into the playoffs. If I'm picking any offense in the National League, it's probably the Chicago Cubs. They're batting Javi Baez leadoff. They got Bryant, Schwarber, Happ in the middle of the order. Mike Moustakas hitting 6th. Justin Smoke, he can take you deep. Jason Hayward batting 9th as an 80 overall. It's a pretty darn good offense in my opinion. I think if you're picking anybody, it might be the Chicago Cubs to go a little bit further than what people expect. But again, it's gonna have to come down to that pitching staff, that starting pitching staff. It's a good one, but they're old. They're old. You got to ask yourself, are you going to take experience over fatigue? And fatigue is something that, a lot of teams go through at this point in the season. It's a 162 game season, guys. It's a grind. It's a grind for sure. That Mets offense is pretty decent. Michael Conforto, Brandon Nimmo. But look at the lefty. I mean, I know why they do that, because it's right-handed pitchers against DH, or with the DH against a right-handed pitcher. Stack your left-handers, but it's decent. It's decent. It's not amazing. It's just decent, and that's really the overall feel that I'm getting with the National League. So let me know what your guys' picks are in the comment section below. I just wanted to show you guys all of that so you can make a more informed decision, because I feel like when I used to do this with my Cincinnati Reds franchise in the playoffs, or when I did it actually last season with the playoffs in this series, you guys were kind of left in the dark about who's where, and really that kind of affects who you're going to pick. So hope you guys enjoy that little breakdown of all the playoff teams' rosters and pitching staffs and lineups. I hope you guys appreciated that. So I'll see you guys next Sunday for the first round of the playoffs for Texas Rangers against Cleveland Indians. I think what we're going to do is a few rules. We'll set a few rules up with this. I'm going to be playing a game, simulating a game, playing a game, simulating a game. That's kind of going to have to be the pattern. And honestly, if it's an elimination game, I'm going to simulate that as well. Honestly, I think that I've started to get used to Hall of Fame difficulty, and it seems like I'm winning a lot more games when I'm doing user versus CPU. So when we're facing an elimination game, you're always going to be facing an elimination game. Let's say it's 3-2, Cleveland, and I play that game, I win, or still facing an elimination game tied 3-3. So I'm going to have to play that game as well, and then I'm probably going to win. That game. So in order to make it a little bit more realistic, I think what we're going to do and how we're going to run it is just to play a game, simulate, play a game, simulate. and just go from there. So that's going to be it for today's episode. Leave a like if you like this thing, guys. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that red button for subscribe or my logo in the bottom right-hand corner. See you guys on Sunday for the Indians and the Rangers American League Divisional Series. I will keep track of your guys' picks in the comment section below, and I'll actually have a Google Sheets form ready for your viewing pleasure to check out the standings and how you guys are performing. So I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, peace.